What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kinda Funny Games Daily for Thursday, January 11th, 2024. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside my co-host for the 2024 Dice Awards, Stella Chung. Hello, Stella.
Hello. So glad to be back.
Happy to have you. How are you? You look lovely. Are you excited?
I am
Dice right around the corner.
Excited. Yeah, the amount of requests I've gotten to suplex you, I'm like, okay, well, I didn't do it last year, so maybe this year.
Maybe this year.
That's a special little treat.
It's more about what are we going to shoot on stage, because we should talk that out this year. Last year, we went out there.
Yeah.
I really expected you to take the fireball, and I'm ready for a bourbon shot at any time. Fireball, I don't know if I had ever shot before, and I made a fool of myself.
I've explained this to you, afterwards, but Fireball was the first alcohol that I blacked out on.
Yeah,
so I was like,
kind of a no-go.
immediately
That's
no.
a no-go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I still wouldn't have been a bitch taking it, you know?
Stella,
I was a big bitch taking it.
Can you angle it a little higher than Mike? And then move it closer to Greg and angle it towards you. Yeah? There we go.
Crush
yeah,
it.
there it is.
See, we always do the thing where you check like this, but then you do this thing and you turn it over here. You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I'm happy you're here. I thought you might have to dial in. I'm glad you didn't. You get to come in.
Traffic was a little dicey, but it's fine. For you, I did it.
That's what I say. Stella, of course, everyone knows you. They know that we host the Dice Awards. We'll be talking about the Dice Award nominees in just a little bit. But tell me what's going on right now in your gaming life. What are we up to right now? A brand new year. Are we still playing stuff? Are we ready for new things? Are we taking a break?
I've been cooling off. Honestly, over the break, I didn't really play a whole lot of things.
Sure. You just lifted things, heavy things.
Oh, but I have a Steam Deck, so I have been playing Baldur's Gate on and off. With
I feel like you've been playing Baldur's Gate for a while. You're one of those types.
I have 300 hours.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. You're one of those types.
I have 5 playthroughs going on right now. I'm doing one on the hardest game mode where it's if everyone dies, it's over.
Yeah.
And then I have another one where I'm trying to get the achievement of specking into every single class.
Okay.
Which is really weird, but it's kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's enough. Baldur's Gate can be your life. I understand that.
Oh, and then so many romance scenes.
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
Yeah, you have to.
Doesn't have to be a dry January, you know?
No way. 2024, what's the next game on your horizon where you're like, I can't wait?
Oh, man.
Suicide Squad?
It was. I really wanted it. Here's the thing. The idea
Concept-wise?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I would love a new co-op game to just play through a campaign. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to play a shark, the shark.
King Shark, yeah,
so
of course.
Cute.
Our boy Samojo voicing him. Yeah,
but so I don't know. I was looking forward to that. I can't tell. Enshrouded looks cool. That survival game.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Nothing immediately.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah. Also, it's really early in the morning, and I haven't had too much coffee, so my brain is not draining.
Well, I think you're right, though. I mean, it's one of those right now. Of course, Prince of Persia out imminently. Of course, our review's up. We'll talk about the reviews later on. And then, of course, you have Last of Us Remastered dropping, which is fun, and No Return seems like a great time from the preview we did. And then Yakuza. I don't know if you're like a dragon person. That's there. All of these are exciting, but they're not and for me, Suicide Squad, right, has been in the news so much lately with the preview embargo lifting, and now, of course, they've just said, all right, if you played in the alpha, you can talk about it now too, trying to get more good news out there. Yeah. And that's the one where it's as a DC fan, I keep hoping every time I hear about it, this will be the thing that makes me go, I can't wait. Yeah. And I haven't had that yet.
I mean, the game looks the character models look great.
Oh, it's Rocksteady. It looks gorgeous. Yeah.
I mean, the world looks really cool too. But I watched gameplay and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll see. For now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the fact that the release date and name for the Nintendo Switch may have just been published. We might also have the name for the Indiana Jones game, and Twitch is cutting a third of its staff. A third! Why all the layoffs? Why is this year starting like last year? We'll talk about all this and more because, of course, this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kinda Funny membership on Patreon or YouTube to get all of our shows ad-free, to get the ability to watch the podcast live as we record them, and of course to get my daily show, Greg Way. For a chance to be part of this very show, submit your thoughts and opinions on the news as we go as YouTube super chats so we can pull them in. Housekeeping for you, a new episode of PS I Love You XOXO is up right now, and it's our Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown review. Of course, you can get it on podcast services around the globe and youtube.com/kindafunnygames. I know so many people were upset in the last episode of 2023, we announced, of course, Janet would no longer be on PS I Love You XOXO
I saw
full time.
that, yeah.
Happy to announce she is on this episode of PS I Love You,
Woo!
reviewing this game with us.
Love
So
that.
go get that. Of course, also Janet was here yesterday. In case you missed it, we did our Game of the Year episode Games Cast. It was 4+ hours of us deciding the top 10 for Kinda Funny. What is the Game of the Year, and then going through our personal top 10s. It would mean a lot to us if you went over to youtube.com/KindaFunnyGames or podcast services around the globe and enjoyed all the hard work we put into that. Thank you to our Patreon producer, Delaney Twining. Today, we're brought to you by BetterHelp, but we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's begin the show with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. Time for some news. 7 items on the Roper Report, Kev.
A baker's dozen!
Number 1, an AI company may have just revealed the Nintendo Switch 2's name and release month. This is Tomas Franzi at Digital Trends. As part of an ongoing wave of AI-related news at CES 2024, Alltech Lansing revealed an artificial intelligence-powered successor to Game Shark called AI Shark. I hate everything about this already. More interestingly, though, the press release regarding this software claims that the Nintendo Switch 2 will launch in September 2024. Quote, formerly known as Game Shark, AI Shark is set to redefine the gaming landscape with its revolutionary AI-enhanced technology, Alltech Lansing explains in a press release. Quote, the innovative gaming software is set to mark a significant leap forward in the gaming experience, bringing enhanced gameplay for beginner-level users. The official launch is planned to coincide with the Nintendo Switch 2 in September 2024, end quote. Alltech Lansing declared that it is very odd considering Nintendo... Alltech Lansing declaring that is very odd considering Nintendo has not confirmed the name of its next console or the release window for it. That means that Alltech Lansing either revealed this release window and name information earlier than it was supposed to, or is just speculating on the name and release window of Nintendo's next device in order to drum up hype for its AI project. Stella from IGN. Is it Nintendo Switch 2? Is it September, or is this just some marketing scheme?
You know, I kind of thought it would be maybe around this year that they announce it at least.
Yeah.
At least an announcement, but I don't know about it releasing this year.
Okay.
I mean, we got Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Yep.
People just bought new Switches for that because they had the new collectible,
Of course, yeah.
So I'm like, I think it's a little too early for that. I think they're going to announce it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm actually very curious about the AI enhanced technology.
Don't be. Why are we doing that? Like, well, first off, you want to let's pull over. Let's get out of the Switch lane and get to the thing here. With all the hullabaloo about how much people hate AI, why would you rename Game Shark AI Shark? That's just terrible.
It's just
a bad name. Game Shark, you knew what it was.
It's a dumb name. Like, just do something. I don't know what. Why? There's so many other. There are literally websites that will make you better names.
But Game Shark's a great name. We're bringing Game Shark back, and it's cool, and it's whatever. And then we get excited, and then, I want to. What would you get excited? Ladies and gentlemen, and super chats, let me know. Does Game Shark need to exist in modern video games? Back in the day, Game Genie. You're sitting at home, you're playing a Genesis game, you're playing an NES game. Remember, I'm old. You pop it into the thing, you pop the thing in, and you had your code book. Like, these were games that were very, very hard you had to go do. Nowadays, I feel like with accessibility options and so many different things in there, like, are we really... game codes have gone away. They've become DLC. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we need it, is what I'm saying. Do we need it?
I just imagine, if you're listening to this with audio only, please imagine him rocking on his front porch, just yelling.
Old man yells at cloud.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I thought Game Shark and Game Genie were things that had fallen away, that we had said goodbye to. And so the fact that they're trying to bring it back, they're making it AI based. All of this sounds like Tommy Tellerico trying to get me to go play that in television. It's like, what are you doing? Why is any of this happening?
So refresh my memory, because I was not a gamer when Game Shark was around.
Sure.
So what exactly did they offer before?
I'm a Game Genie kid. And so the idea was that you plugged your cartridges into the Game Genie, you put the Game Genie into the system, and then you get a screen before the game where you could enter in the codes for like infinite life, infinite ammo, this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
And so now I understand whether, this innovative software is set to mark a significant leap in the gaming experience, bringing enhanced gameplay for beginner level users. And as always, I look at this and I go, beginner, you think that someone who's just entering the game space is going to then also go buy. He's going to be so in tune to go buy. And I guess Game Shark and Game Genie did it to a degree, but like this is also, I think, and again, I'm talking just from personal experience. I think this is when games were more targeted for kids, and it was the kids. Man, Zelda's too hard, so make sure they can go do something.
I mean, this makes sense with Nintendo specifically, since that is more of like a family console, and a lot of kids might be playing on the Switch. I know, like Brian Altano. I remember when we had the Korok party, she came with her little Switch and was like beat the hell up. Yeah, his daughter. Yeah. Like it was beat the hell up, but like she was still playing on it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I don't think I would have been smart enough to play Breath of the Wild when I was a kid. Are you kidding me? There's so many different things. So maybe this is specifically for those parents and families, but it is definitely interesting.
Kevin, give me a Google of Game Shark. Because I don't remember, I never used Game Shark, and I feel like Game Shark, that's the last time I heard of Game Shark, I want to say it was like PS3 era. Am I wrong on that, chat? Okay. Chat, let me know on that. KindaFunny.com/you're wrong. Well, how did they do it in that day and age? Because what did you plug in? What did you do? Brand name for video game cheat cartridges and products. Action role. Game Genie, of course. Yeah. Well, let's scroll back to that. Let me read from there.
It bypasses the regional lockout. Interesting.
The Nintendo Station. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Here you go. It was originally released for Sega Saturn and PlayStation consoles.
Was it not a memory card?
You're right. You plug. Okay. And then over here in the chat and Twitch, Metal, you plugged it in the back of the PlayStation.
Oh, the back.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I guess that would be what it is now. Probably the USBs we're gonna use on these things. There we go. But again, now you're thinking about a Switch. I guess does it only work in dock mode? Well, we don't know anything about Nintendo Switch 2.
I know.
So now let's get back on track here for Nintendo Switch 2. I think it gets announced this year, and I think it comes out this year.
You think it comes out this year?
I do think we get Switch 2 this fall for sure.
You think like the same day that they announce it, it's like available now?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay.
No one's doing the Sega Saturn again. No one's going out there and doing that again. We saw how that plays out. No, I think it'll be sometime into this spring, May, right before SGF. I think you do something in there, you announce it or whatever, and then I think you target the fall for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just such an easy layup for Super Nintendo Switch. Can we just call it the Super Nintendo Switch, not Nintendo Switch 2? Now, Nintendo Switch 2 speaks to the masses. I understand that. But Super NES didn't have any problems. People understood that was a new system.
That's true. I think that would be cute. I like that idea, but I don't know. We keep saying we'll see, but because I don't know what Nintendo's going to do. No one ever knows what they're going to do.
Throw your WNDs up in chat. Weird Nintendo decisions. That's all we know that they do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, we know that they're not going to change the formula very much because they definitely found their stride with the Switch.
You say that, but remember the Wii to the Wii U. Like that. Let's put this weird ass tablet in there that almost does what we want it to do, but doesn't do what it wants.
But then it evolved into this.
Sure. Yeah. But Nintendo is like, I'm with you.
Okay.
I think this is a time where Nintendo's going to say, you know what? Let's not reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
But it is going to mark my words. There's going to be some weird ass shit they do with this thing where they're like, this is what blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm like,
imagine they put a stylus in it.
Sure.
Put a stylus for it.
Sure.
That'd be cute.
Yeah. Again, as long as I can go anywhere with it, I'm fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I've definitely been spoiled by now because I didn't used to like mobile gaming, just like in terms of like, being able to play on my couch and stuff. I was like, no, I'll just play on my desk.
Yeah.
And once I experienced playing in my bed, I was like, oh no,
game changer.
It's over, dude. Yeah.
Now, do you still take your Switch back to the TV though, or are you a handheld person?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. But
I don't.
Really?
My Switch is like my DS or my Game Boy, where it's like it's so foreign when I go, I guess it's so big.
It is definitely weird. Like when I play Animal Crossing, I'm like, oh look, it's so cute, and then
yeah.
Oh my god, oh wow, I can see all the pixels.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they have to stick with. It's going to be, handheld and put it into the dock and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But what weird bell and whistle Nintendo Labo VR what motion shit they'll put on it, breathing on it, I don't know. There's something. Mark my words.
I will say, I never got into the motion controls on anything. Like, I know it's really good for Splatoon, but I never played Splatoon, but I just couldn't, I don't know. I couldn't understand it, really.
No need. You don't need it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Get out of here. Everybody just wants to play games. But again, Nintendo trying to go to the kids, I understand.
Yeah.
They're doing a different thing out there, and it works really well for them. We'll see. My take on this is that AI Shark does not know. I don't think they know that it's called the Nintendo Switch 2, and I don't think they know that it's September. I think it's an educated guess. Mm-hmm. I think it is probably them assuming doing that, and then also getting them a lot of press right now by saying this. I wouldn't.
It's such a bold move.
I wouldn't put it past them that they knew if they said something like this, they could do it. But Nintendo notoriously tight-lipped. There's been rumors, obviously, that Switch hardware, Switch 2, whatever you want to call it, hardware, is being peddled and shown behind closed doors to devs.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'd be in a partnership with Alltech Lansing for AI Shark that they would be getting these behind closed doors demos.
Yeah. So do you think they got permission to say something like this?
Absolutely
or do you think
not.
Just, okay.
Absolutely not.
Ooh,
No.
Well,
We'll wait and see.
yeah.
We will wait and see. For now, we'll move on to another, hey, we think we figured something out. Number 2 on the Roper Report, fans think they've discovered the full name of Machine Games' Indiana Jones game. This is the one, the only games journalism queen.
Yes.
Rebecca Valentine from IGN.com. It's an exciting start to the year for Indiana Jones fans, as, according to Xbox itself, we're finally getting an actual look at Machine Games' upcoming Indiana Jones game next week at the Xbox Developer Direct. But a week in advance, one clever fan might have already sleuthed out the game's title before Xbox was ready to reveal it. It might just be called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Twitter/X user Kurakasis shared the findings on social media today, pointing out that Lucasfilms appears to have been registering a number of domain names that are variations on the title since yesterday. These include Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.com, Indiana Jones and the GreatCircleGame.com, and a number of others. These domains dovetail nicely with a trademark Lucasfilm filed in Europe 2 years ago for The Great Circle that seems to be related to video games specifically. It is worth noting that Lucasfilm seems to have had circles on the mind on that date in 2022, as the company also registered trademarks that day for the Galactic Circle and Circle of Resistance. At the time, a number of fan sites speculated that these trademarks were something Star Wars related, given the words Galactic and Resistance. However, IGN wasn't able to find any registrations for domain names that mirrored those naming schemes, which indicates Lucasfilm thinks it may need to sit on the Great Circle naming specifically very soon. Unless there's more Star Wars coming down the pipeline in a week or two, Indiana Jones would be the logical place for the need to arise. Not for nothing too, Bethesda posted a teasing GIF earlier today that does feature a circle. Whether or not this is the Great Circle remains to be seen. It wouldn't be the first time one of the most common basic shapes featured predominantly in Indiana Jones stories, though the timing is certainly interesting.
So
this is the pieces are falling into place. Do you see what we see? Tune in to learn more. And of course, pointing to the Thursday at 9 p.m. GMT, which I do believe is noon our time. We looked at this the other day when I put it on the calendar, and it is in fact, noon Pacific time,
so
3 p.m. Eastern time.
It's an okay circle. It's just like you're giggling at
Great,
the comments.
huh? We're going up to great. This is a 4 out of 5 circle. We'll see about that. Stella. Do you believe this one?
You know what? Someone said in chat, if it's a bad name, it's probably real.
Oh, what? It's not a bad name. It's a weird name. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
What circle is? I don't know. Like Great Wheel or something would have been better.
You think so?
Why a circle? Why a shape?
I mean, well, Kevin, throw it back up. Throw up the GIF of us going through. Like you imagine, it's how Indiana Jones works, where it's gonna again, as always, this is a sleuth thing. It's out there. It's been internet detective. So we didn't get the full blown presentation at the developer _ direct.
Yeah.
And so you figure when we get there and we're getting this Egyptian, Mayan, whatever Indiana Jones is going after this time around, right? And in the circle, maybe it'll make more sense then. Is the Crystal Skull that more interesting?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's better.
Yes.
Bad movie. Good. Better name. What are the other ones? You got Last Crusade, of course. Okay, sure.
I think it's just such a lackluster name.
Yeah.
But if they have been looking at these domains, I mean...
Yeah, I fully believe Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is the game name. It will be what we find out tomorrow. What I do like about, in 2022, they registered the Galactic Circle, Circle of the Resistance. I think that's like... you're firing off your flares to distract from the heat-seeking missiles, where it's like, if we do 3 at a time...
Circle of Resistance is so good! I like that name.
Just because it has resistance in it?
Cool.
Galactic Circle?
It's like a Circle of Resistance.
Okay.
It's like...
So if it was Indiana Jones and the Circle of Resistance, would you like that better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think when you Indiana Jones and the Great whatever, like it sounds like we're writing a children's book, right? It's always like the Great Brain or Arthur and the Great Pumpkin or whatever.
Indiana came across this interesting shape. What is this? It is a circle.
And then a close up of the mouth, circle. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it sounds like.
moving away from the title, just talking about the Direct, you appear on a podcast called Podcast Unlocked quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's an Xbox podcast IGN does.
It is.
Are you stoked for this developer Direct?
I am. I love developer directs.
Yeah.
I love when we get a look behind the scenes. I know for Hellblade 2, we're going to get more in depth of like how they built it and
Release date?
probably. Yeah. I think it's about time. So I love these. I love watching these. I cannot remember the last years because, time is.
Oh, and you've seen like 300 showcases since
yes.
then?
Yeah. So, but I do know that I love developer directs specifically because it like DICE, it focuses on the developers, right?
Yeah,
and their
100%.
work. So very excited.
I'm stoked for it. Indiana Jones, that's high on my list of wanting to know more about what's going on over there. And then having them promising another look at talking about Avowed. I'm like, yes, I want to play Avowed. I'm very excited for Avowed. And then Hellblade 2, like I'm sick of hearing about it. Not because I'm like, oh, the game looks like garbage. I'm just like, let us play it. Just give it to us. Like, where are we at with that? So I hope that it comes with the release date at this. I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't, and they save that for whatever Xbox summer SGF thing they're doing.
Okay.
But I'd love it if they did it instead of here. But again, if there's rumors that maybe all these games could be coming out this year. If that's the case, you got to get going. Maybe you do a Hellblade release date here, and it is April.
Maybe at least a
May.
release window, and then the next update they do a release date.
Yeah, I'll take it. I would take it. Hold on. It's a me BT says Jason Schreier just clarified that AI Shark is guessing about the next Nintendo console release date. I did see something pop off in Slack in Games Daily about that, so let's pop in there and see if I can get the exact thing up. Jason Schreier does in fact tweet, and this is Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, ladies and gentlemen. FYI, an AI Shark spokesperson tells me they're just guessing about the Nintendo console's release date. So there you go. Good job, everybody. We bit on it and talked about this damn AI Shark too much. Damn it. Number 3 on the Rope Report. Twitch is cutting 1/3 of its staff. This is Ash Parrish and Jay Peters at The Verge. Twitch is laying off more than 500 employees, Twitch CEO Dan Clancy announced this morning, reportedly accounting for around 35% of its staff. Bloomberg first reported that the video game streaming platform was planning layoffs on Tuesday, and the company confirmed today that the cuts were happening. Quote, I regret having to share that we are taking a painful step to reduce our headcount by just over 500 people across Twitch, Clancy wrote. This will be a very hard day. In the announcement, Clancy noted that Twitch paid out $1 billion to streamers last year, remarking that, quote, while the Twitch business remains strong, for some time now, the organization has been sized based upon where we optimistically expect our business to be in 3 or more years, not where we're at today, end quote. The cuts at Twitch were accompanied by layoffs elsewhere at Amazon today. The company's Prime Video and MGM Studio divisions also cut hundreds of roles. Boo. Boo.
Fucking sucks, dude.
Boo.
So many layoffs and just over 500 people across Twitch. Like, Twitch? Really?
Yeah.
Holy, that's huge. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize that Twitch is actually a very close-knit, smaller team in Twitch or in Amazon. And it sucks. Like, a lot of these people that I know who got laid off, they were very passionate about this. And it just sucks. It seems like every time there are layoffs, it's always the people that care the most about the platform that want to see it succeed. And now they're gone. And it's awful. It's just this constant circle.
Yesterday, Jess Howard from GameSpot tweeted out 2,300 games industry layoffs in 2 days. We're 25% of the way to last year's unprecedented number, and it's January 9th. I'm just at a loss. Well, I guess that was a couple days ago. Then Kotaku also had a story yesterday from Zach that's now updated, but 11 days into 2024 and 2,600 plus video game layoffs have been announced. Sorry, I got my pop-up here for it. Within the last few years, video game industry layoffs have unfortunately become more commonplace. In 2023, we saw nearly weekly layoffs across the entire industry. When the dust had settled, at least 6,000 jobs across publishers, developers, and other video game-related companies had happened. Sadly, it appears 2024 will outpace that in the first few weeks of the year, if the first few weeks of the year are any indication. Most folks didn't expect 2024 to be much better, but I'm not sure anyone was ready for it to be possibly worse. Yet this year has kicked off with a string of big and small layoffs, signaling that the corporate bloodletting rituals aren't ending anytime soon. So Kotaku is going to try to track all of 2024's layoffs as they happen. Hopefully, we don't have to update this post that much. Again, this is updated 2 hours ago to include all of that, right? You have the Archiact Unknown, Bosses Studios, Unity Software, Twitch, Playtika. That's what we have so far. Again, 11 days into January. Outrageous.
The year just started. Come on.
I know, right? Yeah, the Twitch thing and the Amazon thing are interesting. You know, it's always scary when I put on NPR News and I hear them talk about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, okay, that like, again, it was the Amazon MGM Studios thing, and Amazon as a whole taking a whole bunch of stuff. But 500 people at Twitch, you know, I mean, 25% of the workforce. That's a lot. Or 35%. I'm sorry, that went up. That was the original rumor. It's 35. I actually confirmed now. That's an outrageous amount. And again, like, it sucks to see in the same sentence, we're letting all these people go. It's going to be hard. It's like, well, we paid $1 billion out to streamers and the business remains strong. It's just that we were aggressive in this. And this is what keeps coming back, you know. You've heard me say this a million times last year, every time we talked about this stuff, and specifically with Embracer Group and a million other people like that. But it's this idea that the people at the top of the pyramid here who are making these decisions to get aggressive and let's just throw up divisions. Let's get all these people in there. Let's hire all this headcount, hoping you make that, and then you don't, and you just snap that all away. You Thanos snap 35% of your thing. That sucks.
It's awful. I mean, I would not like to lead in it. I would not like to be in this position at all. And it sucks because I know a lot of people they seemed happier that Clancy was taking over, but now, you know, obviously things are not going well, especially with the last few announcements that Twitch has made with certain rules that they've adjusted to the site and everything. Do you remember when they were doing, this was before Clancy, I believe.
When did he come on? Do you remember?
It was shortly before TwitchCon.
Who took helm of Twitch April 2023?
April. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So it was way before TwitchCon. Yeah. Do you remember when they were doing that massive ad campaign where they were like, oh, some streamers who make a lot of money, like, you know, who stream a lot, they're going to make a lot of, I saw some of this ad revenue you could make for running like 5 minutes of ads. And it's like $500,000. That probably factored into them paying out
$1 billion.
Yeah.
It's such we all hope this year would be better. But obviously the economic headwinds that led us to where we were in 2023 aren't stopping anytime soon. And so it's a damn shame to see this happen, to see Unity do this. And again, it's on the backs of bad decisions by leadership. Leadership growing too fast, wanting to be too big, not growing organically, hoping they can force something and then finding out they can't as the industry continues to change and shift. But our heart goes out to everybody who got laid off there. 500 people now at Twitch out of a job. That sucks. However, number 4 on the Roper Report, let's celebrate some developers and people who make games. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2 lead the 2024 DICE Award nominations. We're reading from Game Developer. Nominees for the 2024 DICE Awards have been revealed, and the list is headlined by 2023's biggest titles. Insomniac Games' Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has the most nominations at 9 overall. Along with Game of the Year, it's nominated for Game Direction, Best Character, parentheses Miles Morales, and Animation. Remedy's Alan Wake 2 trails behind with 8 nominations, including Art Direction, Character, Saga Anderson, and Original Music. Both titles are joined by Cocoon, Baldur's Gate 3, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in the Game of the Year spot. Baldur's Gate 3 sports 7 nominations, while Cocoon takes 6. Zelda has 4, including Best Game Direction and Best Game Design. The 2024 DICE Awards will take place in Las Vegas on Thursday, February 15th, and of course be live on IGN and hosted by me and Stella. Woo! I can't wait. Of course. Oh, there you go, Kevin. Great B-roll. Great B-roll of the people on the screen. I like that already.
I like that we're both facing the same way this time.
Crushed it. You know what I mean? We're on top of this. To run you through some of the highlights. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of awards there that will be given out come February 15th. But like we said, Game of the Year, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Cocoon. Cocoon made it. Not that I'm shocked, but it has been a year of Game of the Year is such a stacked category every year. But this year in particular, and seeing Cocoon not necessarily get into those actual Game of the Year categories, it's awesome to see this. And if you're unfamiliar with DICE, what's so cool about it and why we love hosting it, right, is the fact that it's an award show at the DICE conference where all the heads of studios and development teams and all these different people go to talk to each other and learn about it. And these awards are voted on by the developers who make your games. So it's always hilarious to me when we put this out, you're saying, why is Spider-Man nominated for so much stuff? This list sucks. But I'm like, the people who made your games made this list, all right? Like, you can't be mad at Jeff Keighley and be mad at the DICE Awards. Except that people have different opinions, but it's cool.
Yeah, I love these awards because you get to see, I don't know, you get to see why they made these choices. They kind of explain it in themselves. And it's really cool to see peers judge each other on their games, the way that they created it, and it's really cool. I don't know, man. I love that idea.
What I love about it overall, again, is that it is voted on by the developers who make games.
Yes.
Which means they see games through a very different lens than you and I. And that's why it was always so awesome. I think it was, COVID's going to screw up my entire timeline.
Yeah.
I've hosted this show for a long time now, but I want to say it was like 4 years ago. Whenever Untitled Goose Game came out, and it won Game of the Year.
That's right.
I remember the chat being like, what the fuck? Untitled Goose Game just won Game of the Year? But that was the game that to developers, they're like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe how good this is. I can't believe what a good game this is. That's amazing. And so, I'm excited to see Cocoon get that nod and be up here against Marvel, Spider-Man, Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate 3, and The Legend of Zelda. That's a rare era to be a part of.
I gotta play that game. I hear so many people talking.
It's great.
Talking great things about it. So.
Outstanding achievement in game direction: Baldur's Gate 3, Cocoon, Tears of the Kingdom, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Interesting one. That the Alan Wake gets sidelined for that.
Yeah,
Everybody's game of the year except for Alan Wake. Outstanding achievement in game design: Baldur's Gate 3, Cocoon, Tears of the Kingdom, Dave the Diver, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Do we have to worry about an indie thing? Don't worry about what they did with that. Online game of the year: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, The Finals, and Omega Strikers. Modern Warfare 3 makes sense to you? You're a first-person shooter person. People hated the campaign,
honestly,
but like...
I would have put Fortnite in that place.
Yeah.
Fortnite has done so much this year. I mean, you got Lego Fortnite, you got Rocket Racing, and you have Fortnite Festival, which is basically just, Rock Band.
Rock Band, yeah.
So, I don't know. I definitely would have put that up there. But,
Stella, can you move your mic over to the right a little bit more?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Outstanding achievement in character: Miles Morales in Spider-Man 2, Karlach in Baldur's Gate 3, Saga Anderson in Alan Wake 2, Jala in Thirsty Suitors, and Asterion in Baldur's Gate 3.
So happy to see Thirsty Suitors get on this list.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my
of course, the
God.
game we loved here at KindaFunny. I'm happy to see Eka and his team get it because I love Jala so much. She was one of the people, I don't know if it actually made it into the Smileys that I nominated. Blessing and Andy, Blessing and Andy did a small categorical stream award show.
Awesome.
I put that up there. Now, for you, though, you look at this category: Miles, Karlach, Saga, Jala, Asterion. Are the two Baldur's Gate 3 people there? Like, is that breaking your heart? Is that splitting your vote, or is it an obvious choice?
It is, but honestly, I would say Karlach. Asterion has a more fleshed out storyline in Baldur's Gate, and some of Karlach's storyline was cut or like not built out fully.
Yeah.
But they did add on to that, which I think is great, with all the updates that they've been providing. And I think there's just all of these characters, just so much heartbreak, so much just character development that I don't know, all these people, I could not decide. Thank God I'm not deciding.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of Baldur's Gate characters that we have on this list, I would go for Karlach.
Okay, fair enough. Mobile game of the year: Honkai Star Rail, Gubbins, What the Car, Terra Nil, and Hello Kitty in Island Adventure.
Yeah, dude.
This is another interesting one where I remember for us when only a few of these games I remember have I heard of. I don't know Gubbins. It's got to be Gubbins, and I don't know What the Car either. Yeah. Kevin, can I get a trailer for What the Car? Because it's like What the Golf, I assume, right? Tri-Band is the developer. Who didn't? What the?
Yeah, I don't know this one.
What the Golf was done by Tri-Band. Okay, so it is just What the Golf people doing this thing.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Nice.
Man, they've been busy. They had PlayStation VR 2 games.
What's the gameplay then? Is it just
Here you go.
Oh?
Yeah.
That's not. Wait. That's not.
I mean, you look at this, and you're like, yeah, this is the What the Golf people. Yeah, 100%.
It is delightful. I love this.
Hell yeah.
New Halloween costume just dropped for me. Yeah, is Ben using his car that you got him for his birthday? Like, I can just,
Oh, yeah. You want to take the big Jeep? It's heavier than you think. As somebody has to lug it up and down the hill, it's heavier than you think.
Well, see, here's the thing. I work out. You don't.
Good point. Great point. Yeah.
He has a remote control.
Yeah.
Just drive it down the hill.
Ooh. Well, but the point is for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kevin, you've seen my backyard. It's all stairs.
So.
All right. I got to lug it up.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
I see.
Thank you.
We need a little elevator, a little, you put it on this little
Kev,
thing.
one day Jen's going to go away. Jen's going to go away one day for like a multiple thing, and you're going to come over and we're going to have a couple beers and we're just going to go to town in this house.
I love it.
There's a million things we need to do over there. We got a stack of washer and dryer.
Is it not stacked?
Yeah. Wait, how is it laid out right now?
They're side by side.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Why do you
I'm just saying I need
stack it?
another person to lift it. I'm not Stella. I can't lift it all by myself. You know?
Boy like you could do it.
Also, I gotta get a Peloton Jen wants to put downstairs. It's been upstairs forever.
Oh, okay.
That's heavy and clunky.
So when do you want to hire me to be your mover?
Sure. God, can you? That'd be a great one for you, right?
Oh my God, it'd be so fun.
Stella the mover.
Easy money.
She comes in, she just talks shit to everybody in the house for not doing themselves.
I should start a company.
Yeah.
Muscle mommy movers.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, because they have the hot hunk movers or whatever. Why don't we have like muscle mommy movers?
Do you want me to call Pear? I'll quit on your behalf right now if you want.
Yeah, let's go.
Immersive reality technical achievement is the final one to highlight. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Asgard's Wrath 2, Vertigo 2, and We Are One.
You know what? I think Asgard's Wrath is the one that we
10 out of 10 at IGN. Yeah, we've played it
Which
here.
is wild.
Yeah. It's really good. I think it's going to run away with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do VR very much just because I get a little bit like, I don't know, I get a little sick with the goggles and everything, but also I wear glass. Well, how do you do it?
My prescription's not strong.
Oh, mine's,
I can pop them off.
mine's bad.
Yeah,
I have heavy astigmatism.
Big glasses. I knew it.
They're not
Yeah,
fake,
your
Kevin.
girl
They're
blind.
light. They're light, all right?
Yeah.
They give me a je ne sais quoi, you know? French. What's it mean? No idea. But I understand the vibe of it. You know, I understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. All
Je ne
right.
sais quoi.
So you think
Those are curse words. What now?
So you think Asgard's Wrath is going to take it?
100%.
Okay. What about
So for full disclosure, I don't know We Are One. Kevin, if you want to show me a We Are One trailer. Now, see, in the chat there, June Dow says, I think a lot of people get sick. That goes away with practice, like boating. I do agree that VR legs are
that's
real.
fair.
Where I never had a horrible reaction, but in the beginning days of VR, it was like, okay, now I can pop in and pop out and do whatever.
I think, to be fair, so one of the first like shoots I did for IGN with like VR was one where I was sitting and then you had to like kayak. That was just bad. I was like,
for me,
the
one.
Oh,
all right, we're looking at We Are One right now.
Look at your hands. Wait, that's so cool.
Got little one.
Oh,
God.
God.
Plant guns.
Oh, that's
okay. We're
you.
plant people. Oh, we got plant guns. We do have plant
cute.
guns. Okay, all right. Yeah, for me, there was a. Do you remember Riggs Mechanized Combat? It was a PlayStation VR 1 launch title.
Whoa!
And it was. I remember doing the first demo for that, and it was like, it was kind of. It wasn't soccer, but it was similar. Like get the ball over to the thing or whatever. And it was like they brought you into the arena, so you like climbed in your rig. They did the whole check.
That's cool.
You walked to your elevator, and when the elevator went up and stopped, my body felt like it kept going. So I was like, whoa, like that was. I was car sick as hell off of that because that was a rough one for me.
The other game that they made me play because they knew I was bad with horror games was Five Nights at Freddy's VR.
Sure, yeah, that'll do it.
Still upset about that.
Yeah, oh sure.
Was
this a Destin thing? Did Destin make you do this?
No, surprisingly, but there was like a before and after where I'm like really happy, and then before I'm like sweaty and like
mascara running down your face. Like, I hate it.
I'm just like traumatized.
I hate working here and I hate everyone.
God, it was awful. I almost punched the developer that was sitting next to us on the couch too because I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, it's great.
DICE Awards, of course, ladies and gentlemen, are in fact February 15th. We are hosting them. Again, as I said before, and Kevin, you can give me the one. Hey, everybody. Were you one of the people who was a big old mad? Just, Game Awards. It's all commercials.
Kids, you know what I mean?
It's all commercials. It's all trailers. I want awards and I want speeches. Why are they saying, please wrap it up? Blah, 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 blah. You fucking better watch on February 15th. All right? I've been hosting this show for, I don't even freaking know. Since 2017, all right? I see how many people are watching concurrent. Fucking nobody. All right. And now it's for the people in the room, which is great because this developer's talking. They give Todd Howard award. They give Tim Schafer award. You got Phil Spencer talking. You got everybody over there. Everyone you say you care about is there giving speeches and honoring one another. And there's lifetime achievement awards recapping these people who've made games their entire lives that you don't know about and that you don't watch though. Instead, you go and watch the Game Awards, which I love. I'm not saying anything bad about the Game Awards, but I'm saying you go watch the Game Awards, then you say you want a show like the DICE Awards, then me and Stella make a show like the DICE Awards, and you don't watch the DICE Awards.
He's got a point. Listen to your father. He makes a point.
I will turn this industry around, ladies and gentlemen. Come watch the DICE Awards if you say that. And if you say, I don't want to watch the DICE Awards, there's no trailers, then you can't get mad in December. When Jeff does his thing, you can't get mad and say, I demand an alternative. Why isn't there an alternative that has, this is the alternative? And then you say, well, it's not as big because you don't watch it. Chicken and egg thing. If you watch the BAFTAs. The BAFTAs doing something else very similar as well. Don't be mad in December if you don't watch the show.
God.
Watch the show! February 15th, IGN! And everybody in the chat, oh, you sons, you in the chat. When you're in the chat on February 15th, you better say, I am here, Greg. I'm watching backstage. Yeah, I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm hanging out with Phil, but I'm backstage looking at the chat. IGN! February 15th! Greg! Ah! Remember, you can get a Kinda Funny membership on patreon.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames, and it'll get you all the shows on demand, ad-free. It'll get you the ability to watch other podcasts live as we record them. You'll get the Greg Way vlog each and every day. But speaking of ads, here's a word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. You can get out of your negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace, and it can give you the tools you need to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Some of my best friends use BetterHelp and love how helpful it can be for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made by visiting betterhelp.com/kindafunny today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/kindafunny. BetterHelp.com/kindafunny.
And the page on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. If you want to be part of the show, you can super chat. And we read your super chat and we answer your super chat. Shay Slay says in a super chat, will there be any surprise game announcements?
What?
It's the DICE Awards! It's the developers honoring other developers! If there's a game announcement, somebody fucked up probably and mentioned it on stage when they shouldn't have. All right? They're up there working live without a net.
Look, we want E3 back as much as anyone else, all right?
People say they want this. They watch Jeff's show and say they want our show, but then they come to our show and they say, well, why aren't you doing what Jeff does?
Yeah. I actually do remember last year seeing people being like, well, why are there no announcements?
I'll do my best, all right? I'll talk to somebody backstage and see if they'll announce something. And I'll come out and say it. Somebody remind me, February 13th-ish, Shay Slay needs a surprise game announcement.
What time? I'll send you a text. I'll program it.
Oh, I'd like that a lot. Yeah, actually do that. 3 p.m.
I can do it because last year you messaged me being like, hey, when's the awards show again? Like, what day is it?
No, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I know the DICE people are watching this show. I know the DICE people are watching this show, right? Thank you for hiring us once again. What the fuck? Why in the press release doesn't give you the time? It says February 15th on IGN. People are supposed to fucking come in, watch IGN all day long. Wait. What time is the show?
A lot of
I wasn't going to bring it up because I'm mad at them for not watching, but I'm mad at not knowing what that.
A lot of deflection here. And how did that make you feel? Oh, are you going to BetterHelp instead? Okay. Yeah, no good idea.
BetterHelp, great sponsor. Hold on, no, we'll just we're going to call Terrence.
No, we're not. Are you really calling him right now?
We're calling our boss. We're calling our boss.
Oh, my God.
Right? There he is. He's trying to get away from me. Oh, man. It's one of those, it looks like I put the name in wrong multiple times because it's not coming up where you'd think it would be. And then it's not coming up.
You are making this so much worse for yourself.
Nah, he knows I like him. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, now it's like, what if I even, why you, oh, I see what's happening. There he is. Yeah, no, I misspelled this.
He's racing to block you right now.
Twice. I misspelled this twice.
Oh, my God.
We're calling Terrence from DICE. He hires us to do the show.
Oh, my God.
Hey, man.
Hey, Terrence, it's Greg Miller. You're live on Kinda Funny Games Daily with me and Stella. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I have no part
I'm excellent.
of this.
Stella's part of this. Don't let her tell you anything, all right?
No part.
Stella's part of it. What time are the awards? Why don't you put the time of the awards in the press release?
In the press release?
Not in the press release. Never is. Just says watch it on February 15th. IGN.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
Okay.
8 p.m. Pacific time. Apologies.
And then,
not in there.
and then it was, your apology isn't accepted. Chase Lay also says he'd like a surprise game announcement, so we need to work on that.
Okay,
good.
How's everything going?
Oh, great. Other than that, yeah, it's good. No, it's a good show so far. I think we're having a lot of fun. Yeah, super chats are coming in. We're having a fun time over here. We'll see you in Vegas, though. Okay.
You got it. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
He misspelled your name.
No, don't worry about that. Because I just don't think, that's not how you spell that in any sense, right? I put too many R's in there. I didn't put enough E's in there.
Wait, that looks right, actually.
Did it? Doesn't?
I think.
Terrence spell his name weird, you think? Hold on, guys. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
No, I think.
No.
I think it's right.
It does. I'm just stupid. Like,
you
I
are,
entered the information correct, but then my dumb brain was like, here's how I spell Terrence.
Oh.
Here's how I spell Myers. Didn't spell it right. You know, the grocery store chain Meijer spells their name Meijer.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What
Which,
the
like,
fuck?
most people here wouldn't know what it is.
No.
You know.
I don't know. That's where I bought my PS2, though. I'll never forget.
Really?
Opening, 1201. First person in line.
Wow. Oh
St.
my
Charles
God.
Meyer. What up, everybody?
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
I'm a big deal. All right. Senior in high school when I bought that PS2. How old were you?
With your own money?
Yeah. Big deal for me.
Wait, what year was that? You said
October
Pet store
26,
money,
2000. Right? Yes, correct. Petland.
2000? Middle school? Something like that? I don't know.
I asked your age, not what grade you're in, but no big deal. Number 5 on the Roper Report. Couldn't do the math. Number 5. I'm fired up today. SAG-AFTRA's new agreement lets game devs use AI voices. Great. This is going well. Justin Carter at Game Developer reports. Studios working with voice technology company Replica Studios are now permitted by acting and performance union SAG-AFTRA to use voices replicated by generative AI in their games. Per The Hollywood Reporter, the union and Replica struck an agreement letting developers, parentheses, AAA and otherwise, to, quote, access top SAG-AFTRA voice talent and for actors to safely explore new employment opportunities for their digital voice replicas with industry-leading protections, end quote. The Guild says the agreement sets terms and conditions for the use of AI-generated voices and requires voice actors to consent for their use of their voice and negotiate further terms of use when working with the studio. Replica Studios will be required to allow performers to opt out of continued use of their voice in new works. The contract covers other interactive media and spans from pre-production to final release. The agreement was revealed at CES 2024. Just a day prior, it was revealed that Ubisoft and Tencent were using NVIDIA's AI-generated ACE toolset, which allows studios to create generative NPCs. I saw no one happy about this.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, yesterday this went out, and everybody I knew who's a voice, I should say everybody, everything I saw about it was people quote tweeting, be like, what the fuck? We didn't agree to this. This is why
like they were arguing against this. This sucks. Also, if you do sign on to do voice acting with a company and say, hey, I don't want to actually let you use my voice for further projects, what's to keep them from being like, oh, actually, we're going to move to someone else?
Yeah.
Like, what? This sucks.
It's the AI thing is such a slippery slope. I think it's very weird again in a year where we just came off of this giant strike for Hollywood types about AI and all that jazz. To get here and have it be, okay, well, we're doing this and the CES is pushing it seemingly on every front and all these different things. The good news here is that this is an agreement with one thing, just Replica, right? Is an agreement with Replica and the union and has this, you have to opt in and you can opt out at any time. So I do appreciate that they can't keep going. And I don't get me wrong, like slippery slope, and I don't think it's great. And I would rather them not do this. But if you're gonna do it, at least you can do this. But it seems like a lot of people are pissed, and we'll see how it develops.
Yeah, so actually,
maybe nobody opts in and it just goes away.
So this is the thing, which is, well, let me go back. So I was surprised that the finals made it on for Online Game of the Year because I think maybe in game direction or technical, let me see. Yeah, something technical would have been great because the world destruction is really cool. The fact that you can like pretty much destroy everything and even like the entire map is pretty interesting. But they specifically used AI voices. The only human voices that they used was for the grunting and like the effort noises. So everything else was AI generated. And they went on a podcast speaking about how they saved a lot of money using AI voices.
Yeah, and there's a lot of blowback to that.
I know a lot of people were very unhappy about that. Also, it just it also doesn't add a lot of emotion to the game when you're playing because they're supposed to be casters in a tournament, right? And you just don't get that same amount of passion.
Sure.
So
you need a golden boy for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Update,
Yeah. Again, at least it's not the Wild Wild West. Do whatever you want. You know, people can opt in, opt out, whatever. But I'm just saying that's the silver lining to what seems to be a storm cloud.
Yeah. I think it's tough because AI is here. It's not going anywhere. And it should be definitely used as a tool to make our lives easier, but it should not replace people.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Thank you very much. I like that. That was smart. Justice. I have breaking news sliding through right now, ladies and gentlemen, for you. Discord is laying off 17% of employees.
Stop.
This is Alex Heath over at The Verge. Discord is laying off 17% of its staff, a move that CEO Jason Citron said is meant to, quote, sharpen our focus and improve the way we work together to bring more agility to run our organization, end quote. The cuts were announced today to employees in an all-hands meeting and an internal memo I've obtained. They'll impact 170 people across various departments. Based on Citron's message to employees and my understanding of the business, Discord isn't in dire financial straits, though it has yet to become profitable and is still trying to revive user growth after a surge during the pandemic. In his memo to employees, which you can read in full below, Citron said Discord grew its headcount too fast over the last few years, an admission that has become quite common among tech CEOs as of late. Pandemics happened and they said good times are going to roll forever.
Oh my God.
We don't have to, we can just set all fires to go. Let's go. People pay the price.
It's never the people making the decisions
of course
that have
to face
that.
Number 6 on the Roper Report. A PS5 V2 DualSense with exceptional 12-hour battery life was spotted online. This is Wesley Ian Poole at IGN.com. An unannounced PlayStation 5 DualSense controller has appeared on Best Buy Canada's website. The listing, spotted by Reset Era user Edsdrio3, is for an $89.99 Canadian dollar. Quote, PlayStation 5 V2 DualSense wireless controller white. While the controller appears to have the same exact dimensions as the existing model, it has what's described as an, quote, exceptional 12-hour battery life on a full charge, which supports long gaming sessions. If true, this would make for a significant upgrade on the existing DualSense, which offers a roughly 6-hour battery life, depending on the game played. Elsewhere, a DualSense charging station is said to be included, offering easy click-in charging.
I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I always play plugged in.
Oh, are you playing at your desk all the time?
Yeah. Yeah. So that I always do console gaming at my desk and stuff. So,
interesting.
Yeah. So I always play plugged in.
Just for streaming or just because that's what you do?
Yeah, and for work, just because it's right there. I often have to record, I just don't move it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even, honestly though, I have a PS4 upstairs, and even then I have like a cable.
Really long? Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have had problems with the DualSense battery life. Personally, that's never been one of mine because I feel like I play in sessions broken up too much to be like, as a dad and just being busy, it's rare that I'm doing that. And at my desk, I can plug in often and just run there too if I'm doing something at work.
Your desk where there's like a random box of gloves up there?
First off, it's not random. It's from the KindaFunny stream. I made chicken wings. So those are my cooking gloves.
Oh, okay.
But then it's like, do I need to take them home? Should I keep them here?
They were just there. And then Blessing was like, well, he has like a drawer full of Kit Kats or something. And it was
Cliff bars.
Yes.
Some kind of chocolate bars.
Which padded the microphone that you had in there.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, he must use the gloves to eat chocolate.
No. I use the black latex gloves are for cooking.
Okay.
The Monster Hunter Now gloves are because it's so goddamn cold in this place.
It is
so cold in this place.
So cold.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it wasn't that big. The rains came in, and I feel like that set off the temperatures all over the place.
It was 44 this morning in Oakland when I woke up.
I don't like that one bit. However, Stella.
Yes.
I'm tired of all this big news. If I wanted something smaller, say the tiniest news I needed to know about, where would I go?
Well, you'd go to our last story, the Wii News channel, where we cover all the small news items you need to know about.
Hit the jingle, Kev.
Is there a jingle? Nobody told me.
Kevin?
This is my first time.
If you look, first off, it says producer plays jingle right there. Secondly, you can go to your Slack. You can go to your Slack where I put it and explained it to you at the beginning of the week.
What?
Please play the jingle.
At the beginning of the week?
Please play the jingle, Kevin.
My Slack?
Please play the jingle, Kevin.
I don't know. There's no jingle button.
I'm not going to do it. Just play the YouTube video. Play the YouTube video. We will not do the Wii News until we get the Wii music. It's not Speculation Station. It's not Speculation Station.
I'm trying to see what is there a YouTube video you're saying?
Yeah. It says producer plays jingle here on the dock. Oh. Thank you. Number 7 on the report. We News. Young Mazio is joining the cast of The Last of Us HBO Season 2 in the role of Jesse. Isabella Merced is also going to be playing Dina. Isabella Merced, I don't know much about, but she's Hawkgirl in Superman Legacy. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, drown him out. Let's go.
PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium for January are getting Extra, Tiny Tina Wonderland's Next Level Edition, Resident Evil 2, Hard Space Shipbreaker, Lego City Undercover, Just Cause 3, Session Skate Sim, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, Vampire, The Masquerade, Swan Song, Surviving the Aftermath. PlayStation Plus Premium Classics include Rallycross, Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition, Legend of Mana, and Secret of Mana. Prince of Persia, the new Prince of Persia, is sitting at an 86 on Metacritic and OpenCritic. Our full review is up on PS I Love You XOXO right now with Janet, Tim, and Bless talking about it. But over on IGN, they gave it an 8 out of 10. Phil Hornshaw wrote, returning to a 2D perspective lets Prince of Persia The Lost Crown perfect its controls and combat while capturing everything that was great about the heyday of the series. Speaking of Prince of Persia from IGN, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown will have a character voiced by text-to-speech at launch. Ubisoft says, quote, during the development process of a game, some teams use multiple placeholder assets, including text-to-speech voiceover, until final dubbing is delivered. The English version of these 8 lines of text for this character were not properly implemented, but will be swapped out and updated in an upcoming patch, end quote.
That's amazing.
Hey,
wait, that's so fun.
In all this hullabaloo about the AI stuff each and every day, like, this is a good way to do it. This is a good way to do it. You admitted you screwed it up? We did it. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
Can we replace Greg with text-to-speech?
I'm sure you'd like that. I knew you supported AI. You want to put hardworking people out of jobs. Look at that, everybody. Stella. Not even once. Woo! Rocksteady is lifting a portion of the NDA for the Suicide Squad closed alpha test, allowing players to talk about their experience in the game. A new mini console based on the Atari 400 has been announced. VGC says the 400 Mini launches in March with 25 games included. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero Epilogue, is out now. And then Stumble Guys is coming to Xbox One and Xbox Series X on January 23rd. That is your Wii News channel. Great job, Kevin.
Just get the hard cut.
Done. We're done with the Wii News.
God.
We got a couple minutes left, so let's go into the super chats and see what's happening. Of course, if you want to be part of Kinda Funny Games Daily, youtube.com/KindaFunnyGames. Super chat there, and we read them here. Dova Beat says, much love to the Kinda Funny fam for keeping me company while delivering packages all day at work.
Woo, we
Happy to do it for
appreciate you.
Also, today is the OG Resident Evil 4's 19th birthday.
Oh, wow.
I did no research. I assume that's correct and not a lie. That's insane. That's a long time for that game.
Well, you're seeing it. No one lies on the internet.
No one lies on the internet.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, is that one of your games? Did that ever speak to you?
Which one was that one?
That was the Leon saving the president's daughter. You're in the village. It's the one they just remade.
Oh, the remake was good. I think for me, those games never really spoke to me just because of the pacing.
Gotcha.
And people told me I played it wrong because by the end of the game, I had like no resources. They're like, oh, you're supposed to be crafting. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to shoot zombies. Like, let me just do that.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy it. I thought it was very fun.
Yeah.
Ada Wong is very hot.
Sure, of course.
But yeah, so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You never know when Kevin's going to bring back the Is there more news, Kevin?
Sorry. I was adding it so it's a button so we don't have to open a YouTube
I knew it.
thing
We have a
every
button
time.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I
Don't
did
take it
play
up with me.
Pikmin 4.
I give you the
I love
ingredients you
Pikmin
cook,
4.
Kev. All right?
I love Pikmin 4. Pikmin is so cute. Oh my God, I love Pikmin so much.
Yeah, Pikmin's.
So cute. It's so cute. I actually play Pikmin Bloom, so if you're on Pikmin Bloom, add me.
You playing Pokemon Go anymore?
No.
I got back
I
in.
like my little men that pick things.
Sure, I'm sure you do.
so cute.
I've heard this about your boyfriend, yeah. Back to it. Nightlife became a member for the first time and said, Stella is the biggest instigator. Good luck to working out. I mean, you can let it play the entire time. I love this song.
Well, I'm just trying to, is that a good,
Yeah, that was great. That was a great place to start it.
but loudness?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me, it's the audience. If the audience hears it, fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you like it there?
Yeah.
I do have a giant bottle of water.
Greg,
I love it. The best instigator, to be clear. Thank
And then our final super chat here comes from Alejandro Urrea, who says, I am sad. This deal was done behind our back. The contract that was passed is just as bad and exploitative. Actors and crew members will lose jobs. There you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth. There you go. And that's the sad part about it. It's crazy that it was such a big deal, the strike and everything else, and then this just seemingly was sprung on everybody. But we'll wait and see. For now, of course, I'll remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that you can write in to tell us what we got wrong on the show by going to kindafunny.com/you're wrong. Tell us what we screw up as we screw it up so we can set the record straight for everybody watching later on youtube.com/kindafunnygames, patreon.com/kindafunny, and podcast services around the globe. Kevin, not our Kevin, community manager for Elder Scrolls, Kevin, writes in and says, the graphic used during the Indiana Jones conversation is actually for the Elder Scrolls Online. It's a teaser for our global reveal happening right after the developer direct. That also goes into what Katie G wrote in to say about that the times didn't line up for that. So there you go. There's a developer direct. Then there's going to be the Elder Scrolls Online. And I'll tell you what, Kevin, community manager from Elder Scrolls Online, did you pick a bad time to use a circle?
Is that his legal name?
I think so. That's his given name. when you go to some people, when you go to work, like, you know, it's Todd Howard is like, listen, you can have the job, but you got to give this is the new last name you take on.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a bad time to use a circle graphic. And then finally, Gamer says, FYI, a literal translation for je ne sais quoi basically means I don't know what, which makes sense because it's giving you a little I don't know.
Was that not the joke? Where you were like, I don't know what it means, and it means I don't know what. You know, I thought that was the joke.
That's a little
Let's
too
just say it was and move on. All right, I'm not that smart.
Yeah,
Remember, Stella and I are hosting the DICE Awards where there might be one game reveal because you asked for it. It'll probably just be reading off a note card. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, video game developers watching this show, who's an indie who wants to announce a game at the DICE Awards? And literally it'll just be me saying, Developer X is announcing yada, yada, yada for the person in Twitch chat. That's it. Let me know, and we'll announce it, and you can push your Steam page and your wish list live and all that shit.
Does it have to be a game announcement? Like, what if it's just like this beautiful gold envelope? You pull it out and you say, and one special announcement, this year, 2024, I will still not be going to the gym.
Why? Why are you swinging on me? You're supposed to be my friend. February 15th, we're working together.
She got it.
I mean, I'm the team fat guy, so I really, it's not like that's a knock on me. Everybody knows that. This, of course, has been Kinda Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about. If you like that, of course, you should be live with us on YouTube, Twitch, and of course, later on podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kinda Funny membership on Patreon or YouTube to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. Until next time, on February 15th, when we host the DICE Awards, it's been our pleasure to serve you.